Today's next video in Exodus chapter 28 is on the fruits that were on the blue robe. I read these in verses 33 and 34. And upon its hem you shall make pomegranates of blue, purple, and scarlet all around its hem, and bells of gold between them all around. A gold bell and a pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate upon the hem of the robe all around. Again, we bring in the picture just to show here. This is the hem of the blue robe here at the bottom. As you see, the pomegranates represented by here in the picture, and then the bells in between, and this was to go all the way around the hem of the blue robe. And the significance of the sound we'll look at, and the bells look at next time, but around the hem of the robe was the bells and the fruits all turned up there all the way around. So the significance of this is that there was fruit connected with the hem of the blue robe. And bearing in mind, we looked at the blue robe and we thought of the heavenly character of Christ. We thought of the fact that nothing could change that character. Here we see the fruit of a life that was lived for God. And we see the fruits of the finished work of the cross. For example, in Isaiah chapter 53, verse 11. We read this: he shall see the labor of his soul and be satisfied. And here we see that there is a fruit. Christ will bear the fruit of his work in eternity, in the millennium, when believers will reign with Christ, and ultimately in eternity as they bow in worship. But it'll all be because of the work of Christ. But then we see that the pomegranates, there were three colors. There was blue, there was purple, and then there was scarlet. And these color fruits on the hem remind us of the character of us as Christians. Because of the finished work of Christ, remember that blue is the heavenly color, it's the color of the robe. And that reminds us that our behavior should be that which represents a heavenly people. You remember Colossians chapter 3 verse 1, since you then are risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ is sitting at the right hand of God. Set your mind or affection on things above and not on things on the earth. There should be that heavenly character in the life of every Christian. 2 Peter 3 verse 11, what manner of persons should you be in all holy conduct and godliness, bearing in mind this world is not going to last. Then there was the purple, and the purple of course is the royal color. It reminds us of 1 Peter 2 verse 9 that we are a royal priesthood, set up. I just find the verse. Actually, you'll see the connection. 1 Peter 2 verse 9. First Peter 2 verse 9. But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood. That's what the purple represents. A holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises or the virtues of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. And then, of course, the third color was the scarlet. And we mentioned that scarlet represented the suffering. Came from the grub that was on the back of the cactus plant, and it was squashed, and that's where they got the scarlet dye. And it reminds us that as believers we're called to suffer. Philippians chapter 1 verse 29, for to you it has been granted, the idea of a privilege, on behalf of Christ, not only to believe in him but also to suffer for his sake. And then Paul goes on to say, having the same conflict which you saw in me and now here is in me. And so the hem of the blue robe and the fruits, we think of the fruits of the work of Christ. Isaiah 53 verse 11, he shall see the labour of his soul and be satisfied. And we thought of the three colours, the blue, and of course this is just a representative picture of the blue, the purple, and the scarlet dye. Thank you for listening.